The piece is called La Donna del Lago, which is the Lady of the Lake in English, based on Sir Walter Scott's famous poem. La Donna del Lago in the Rossini repertoire is a very particular opera because it was really the first of his opera seria, the serious operas, that totally took off. Lago became a bit of a worldwide hit for him, and it was played in many theatres, many times over the 19th century. You'll recognise it as Rossini, you'll recognise it as being dramatic Rossini, and you'll recognise it as being fireworks Rossini. The story is twofold. It's a political drama, and it's a love triangle interest as well. There's Elena, who is the Lady of the Lake. She's going to get married to Malcolm, but her father wants her to marry Rodrigo, who is a chief of an opposite clan, so that they can fight the king and fight the English. The king comes in disguised as a guy called Uberto, simple hunter, but actually he's the king and he wanted to see what his people were really like, falls in love with Elena, so then you have three guys interested in one girl. What this piece does, through brilliant vocal means and brilliant vocal drama, is it makes a great showcase for star singers, and we're very lucky to have this led by Joyce Di Donato. The great aria in this opera is Tanti affetti, right at the end. It's the big showcase aria Rossini wrote, but to bring it to such a moment of tension as Joyce does, of quiet, intimate, beautiful singing, and then let the fireworks go, is amazing. Playing Uberto, who is also the king, Uberto's the king in disguise in this production, will be Juan Diego Flores. There are very few people of that exceptional talent in the world today in this music. So he quite simply is quite a spectacular creature in this. The set is basically a floor that reflects the Scottish countryside. And that floor can have anything on it. So it can be teeming with people, or it can have trees on it to give us the idea of a grotto or the idea of a forest. It can have banners and sticks on it for a battle scene. It's a very open, almost sort of Shakespeare's Globe type of a stage that we can actually play anything we like on. The clothes are very much of the period that it's set around the 16th century, and what they are is in fact rather earthy. Scotland's a very cold, damp place. So you need a lot of leather and furs and all those sorts of things. So the feel is a little bit more Game of Thrones. When a director takes on an opera of the early 19th century, a romantic opera, early Rossini, Donizetti Bellini, you take on a huge challenge, because the challenge is, how do I make this come to life? These operas were written as showcases for extraordinary singers. I love working with artists who are masters of their craft. These are the two top stars in the world today in this repertoire. If you miss it, you miss an event.